so we can walk around.
The threat of planned immigration raids across major U.S. cities has heightened fears in targeted communities. President Donald Trump says the mass raids are set to begin tomorrow.
They're going to take people out and they're going to bring them back to their countries, or they're going to take criminals out, put them in prison, or put them in prison in the countries they came from. We're focused on criminals as much as we can.
But at a moment when a divisive immigration debate roils Washington, immigration rights advocates are calling the planned deportations cruel.
Immigration raids in our community are something that's very traumatic. And so when they announce them ahead of time, I think part of the intent is to sow chaos in our community. Part of the intent is to try to confuse people, to scare them, to put them on edge.
This weekend, in cities expected to be targeted, demonstrators march. While Americans in Mexico are rallying outside the U.S. Embassy in Mexico City to protest against the raids.
We want the detention centers to be closed.
I think it's sad and I think it's tragic.
You know what? You know what? They came in illegally. They have to go out.
The U.S. Immigration Enforcement Agency has said it will arrest 2,000 migrants already ordered to be deported.
We're scared to hear a knock on the door because we think that it can be ICE and that it can take our parents.
With the ICE raids looming, panicked immigrants have been afraid to go outside, unsure of where to turn.
We live with this fear day by day, and we just want it to stop.
Vice President Mike Pence visited a migrant detention center near the southern border on Friday.
Different from what we hear from many of the critics. I couldn't be more impressed with the compassionate work that our Customs and Border Protection are doing here at this facility.
At the same time, Democratic lawmakers gave emotional testimony.
We cannot allow for this.
About the conditions at border facilities, telling a House of Representatives panel this.
I believed the canker sores that I saw in their mouths because they were only allowed to be fed unnutritious food. I believed them when they said they were sleeping on concrete floors for 2 months.
Mr. Speaker, we do have a crisis at our border. It is one of morality.
The ICE raids were first threatened last month, but President Trump delayed the roundups for 2 weeks as he sought a compromise with Democrats on immigration issues. He said that if lawmakers could not agree on a border solution, the immigration arrests would be rescheduled.